Hey y'all, I wanted to come in really quickly before I head into church to give a 5-week update from a first year PhD student in a fully funded program. So last week I gave an update and I was just sharing with you guys my thoughts and the things that I was grappling with as the 4th week came to an end. And as I am ending off the 5th week, I am having a new sense of awe. And I've had quite a few aha moments. The first aha moment I had was in my theory class when we was talking about the self-determination theory. And I had the aha moment that I applied to be in the program. Therefore, I am left responsible to ensure that I graduate out of the program. Yes, I have the support of my university, but I have to do my part. That was aha moment number 1. Aha number 2 happened in my professional development class when we were just talking about like academic writing. I have gotten my grades for 3 classes so far, my first papers that I submitted, and the grades were not what I expected. And at first I was a little bit discouraged, but then I realized the skill set of academically writing and scientifically writing is not something that comes natural to many people. There are a lot of times that I want to embellish my writing with colorful words and just adding more information than is really needed. And I had a moment when I had to say to myself, like, I am a PhD student because there is potential there to learn these skills. And I had to give myself grace, right? That like in my master's program, all of my papers did well because they were just basic recall and application of a skill that I have learned or something that was in my course, right? How do you apply what you're learning in this course? Whereas in a PhD program, it's more so, how do you dissect and critically analyze and find gaps in the things that you're learning? It's 2 different types of writing. One is very explanatory and the other one is very like, how I blow it up. And cause it to be seen in a different light. And I said in my professional development class, it's like I am having to argue in my papers, and I am not an argumentative writer. And that's when I had the aha moment, like what I am trying to convey is not what is required. And as much as I want to explain to my professors these theories, they know the theories. What they're trying to see is if I see gaps and how do I relate the theories to my research. And how do I start thinking in a scientific lens? So that was my second aha moment. My third aha moment was really a moment of just like, you know what, girl, you got this. It was one of those moments where I just sat back and I said, you know what worked in my master's program is not going to work in this program, and that's okay, because this program is a stretch. And also this program is building a skill in me that doesn't come natural, and that's also okay. So I had to have a moment with myself and said, Razia, you can't do the first draft is your final draft in this PhD program. Your first draft needs to be like your weakest link, and you should be submitting your 5th, 7th, 8th, 9th draft. And I love that I'm getting rejection so early on in my program, or what I perceive as rejection, because I think that it's building a skill set that when I go for grants and different things, that if I am rejected, it's just the nature of the game. So in these last 5 weeks, that's what I uncovered. I am going to implement a new system this coming week to see how that pans out for my writings and for my assignment. And I'll let y'all know if it works. But I am definitely just rolling with the punches and doing the best that I can do, because your girl cannot get C's. I know there's some people that think C's get degrees. In a PhD program where you are fully funded, aka meaning you are getting paid to go to school, a C is not going to keep that scholarship. So get your act together. So bye.